We are back, and as you guys can probably tell from the title of the video and the thumbnail, I worked a long time on that, by the way. We're going to be doing a Louis Vuitton fragrance tier list. We're going to be going through every single one. I'm going to be giving my reasoning behind why I think they go in a certain spot, but let's begin. Okay, and obviously hear me out. I feel like every single Louis Vuitton fragrance is above at least a C tier. I'm judging these as like when compared to other Louis Vuitton fragrances, if that makes sense. So first up, we got On the Beach. I feel like City of Stars, California Dream, and On the Beach are all kind of like in this own little family of like sunscreeny fragrances, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I feel like On the Beach is the littlest brother of all of them, and it's nothing really special. It's just kind of there. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Next up, Nouveau Monde. I don't see a lot of people really liking this one. I personally feel like it's a extremely well done winter oud leather scent from Louis Vuitton. I feel like it's better than Ombre Nomad. I feel like it's better than any of the other oud fragrances that they offer. This one is going straight into S tier for me. Actually, let's go A tier. Just be safe. Ombre Nomad, man, that's a tough one. It's a 50-50 with a lot of people that I have smelled this one. You know, this is a me list. Me personally, I'm gonna have to throw it in D tier. It's not mass appealing to me. I think the oud is done okay. I mean, the oud is done well because it's like a $500 fragrance. But me personally, I never really can see myself pulling this one off or wearing this one. So for me, it's unfortunately gonna have to go in D tier. Next up, Le Mansate. Le Mansate is absolutely beautiful, going straight into the A tier. Ginger is done almost perfectly. Pretty sure there's some grapefruit in there, something like that. It's some kind of fruit. I personally would go with the Jean Loewe Mortel because I find that that one's like 95% similar, but nonetheless, Le Mansate, absolutely fantastic stuff. And the performance is pretty good as well. You get 6 to 8 hours on skin. Nude de Fouet, that's another oud fragrance. Again, I don't like the oud fragrances that much. I'm gonna have to put this one again in D tier with Ombre Nomad because I don't vibe with the oud fragrances that much. Meteor next up. I think Meteor is perfectly sitting right there at that B tier. It's a really, really nice, like out of the shower body wash type smell, kind of fruity. I've heard a lot of people like say the dry down smells weird and bad. I don't know if I get behind that, but I wouldn't put Meteor above something like Le Mansate or Nouveau Monde, but I would put it above something like On the Beach. So I feel like B tier is that perfect middle ground for something like Meteor. Fleur de Desert, I think is how you say it. This one I do like a little bit more than Ombre Nomad and Nude de Fouet, so I'm just gonna put it right there in that C tier. Again, it's an oud fragrance. One of Louis Vuitton's newer-ish releases. Nothing special. I mean, I feel like those three kind of just all smell the same in a way, but Ombre Nomad is obviously the strongest one of the bunch. But really, I mean, the oud fragrance is nothing special with them, in my opinion. This one is, Hasard. I've never smelled this one. This might be discontinued or something, but never smelled it. Nothing good or bad to say about it. I just have to throw it in F tier because I don't know what it smells like. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Do I need to explain myself? A little bit, maybe. Pacific Chill. Where do I even begin? Minty, fruity, smells like a mojito. Performance, pretty solid. In my opinion, the best smelling Louis Vuitton fragrance. Because it has okay performance, easily goes into that S tier. Me personally, it is my favorite Louis Vuitton fragrance as well. Orage, D tier. I don't vibe with Orage. I don't like Orage. To me, I got a sample of Orage. The one time I smelled it, man, for whatever reason, it smelled like wet grass almost. Some kind of wet plant. Or freshly cut wet grass, I guess is a better way of describing it. The dry down was just weird. Didn't vibe with it, didn't like it. Putting Orage in the D tier. Sur la Route. I don't think Sur la Route is bad. When I smelled it, I got vibes of Creed Aventus, but at the same price point as Creed Aventus, not being Creed Aventus, I'm not paying for that. I'm just gonna go get Creed Aventus. I think Creed Aventus does what Creed Aventus tries to do better, obviously because it is Creed Aventus, but me personally, if I'm already gonna be paying that $300 plus price tag, I'm just gonna go get Creed Aventus. I think Creed Aventus is better than Sur la Route. Not to say that Sur la Route is bad. It doesn't really fit something that I would be looking for. Afternoon Swim, man, you can go two different ways with this one. It's really tough with this one because you take into account the smell, it's S tier, but you take into account the performance, it's F tier. I think when taking into account everything, it still has to go to the A tier just because it is one of the most iconic Louis Vuitton fragrances. I think for a lot of people, it's in their top 5. One of the best realistic orange smells that you will ever find in any fragrance, but oh my goodness, that performance, man, 2 to 3 hours on skin, it's absolutely abysmal. But if you want to reapply throughout the day, that's an easy S tier, but for me, because the performance is so bad, I cannot see myself putting it in S tier. Next up is California Dream. I think California Dream slots right in there with Meteor. It's kind of like the middle brother of the City of Stars, On the Beach, and California Dream sunscreeny fragrance family, I guess. Better than On the Beach. It's like the bigger brother of On the Beach. It again has that sunscreeny vibe going on, but nothing really to write home about. It's not great, it's not terrible, it's just kind of good, it's in there. Imagination might be one of the easiest S tiers I've ever had to do in my entire life. Absolutely fantastic, soapy, green tea, citrusy fragrance. It lasts you 8 hours easily. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Louis Vuitton. Probably their most versatile fragrance, maybe other than Le Mansate, but it's very close even between those two. Consensusly, everybody has Imagination in their top 3 Louis Vuitton, so it's going to be in the S tier. City of Stars slotting it right in there at the A tier. I think it's very much on the same level of things like Le Mansate, Afternoon Swim, Nouveau Monde. And again, out of that trio family that I keep mentioning of On the Beach, California Dream, and City of Stars, I feel like it outclasses California Dream and On the Beach to a pretty big extent. With this one, you're obviously still gonna get that sunscreen vibe, but this one mixes in floral and citruses very well. The performance is also very good on City of Stars, hence why I own City of Stars and not California Dream or On the Beach. I personally think it's the best one out of those 3, hence why we're gonna throw it in A tier. Lastly, Sables Roses. Hear me out, man. I know I was kind of talking trash about those oud fragrances, but man, Les Sables Roses is, in my opinion, the better version of Ombre Nomad. I know the Ombre Nomad does have some rose in there as well as oud, but I feel like Les Sables Roses just tones down on the oud and really just accentuates the rose more than anything else, and I absolutely love it. It's a way less harsh version of Ombre Nomad or any of the oud fragrances, and in my opinion, it does the oud the best because of that subtleness of the oud that you get in there. Pretty hot take, I know, but I'm going to stick with it. But yeah, here's the list. Do you guys agree, disagree? Would you change anything? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like the video and also subscribe. For all the people on TikTok, make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube, and for all the people on YouTube, make sure you go follow me over on TikTok. Links are in both of the bios. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of you guys' day, night, whenever you're watching this. See you guys later. Peace.